Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and this reading is for Saturday, January 9th, 2021. And as always, I'm looking for a message that will help to facilitate our soul healing and coming back home to who we truly are. And if it's, just something for the day, then that's okay too. Whatever it is that we most need to know. Aligned with the cosmic laws of love and truth and all that good stuff. Okay, so 3 reversals. Interesting. Let's see what this is about. So for our theme, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed and flanked by the Page of Cups reversed and the Empress reversed. This, to me, there is a timeless message here, but there's also a message of the time. Because with the Queen of Pentacles, we're in this place where issues of resources are up. It can be really challenging for, if you've been worrying excessively, or if well, okay. Just for a very simple message, if you're worrying too much, and this is a timeless message, if you're worrying too much, you're not going to be able to create what you want. Intuition and inspiration won't come through if you're worrying about what you don't have. Now, I am holding a very, very compassionate place for this challenging situation that we're all going through all over the world while we're trying to come to the end or get through and clear out, a pandemic that is happening. And that has affected all of us financially, and on a resource level, on a health level, which is what the Pentacles are all about, body, finances, material, possessions, material resources, basically. And the Empress is always about creativity. So, but if we're here in this Queen of Pentacles reversed, sometimes it has to do with dependency, material dependency, that keeps us in a place where we're not creative on our own accord because we've hitched our wagon to somebody else. So sometimes, and forgive me for kind of jumping around, but sometimes that's what the message is, we can have experiences of not being able to create what it is that we really want because our focus has gone in the wrong direction. Instead of coming inside, you can see here her eyes are closed, her arms are crossed, she's sitting in nature, and deep down inside, she has everything that she needs. And she knows that she creates her own reality. Now, being that it's reversed, there could be, for some of you, a piece of soul substance that you're retrieving from past lifetimes where you, maybe, when we were in certain eras where it was really almost impossible to go with our inspiration and try to create be on our own creative self. This can sometimes even involve motherhood, not being able to get pregnant. Because with this Page of Cups here reversed, it can be, because all the pages are definitely tied to messages. So whether it's a person or just a message that hasn't been coming through, you can be feeling disappointed, or you could have gotten a little bit of, some news that has come through where you're not going to get the resources that you thought you were going to get from someone else. And then that puts a big, damper on your creative flow. But for a spiritual message, the truth about this Page of Cups here is that you can create just about anything you want within reason. But it has to be something that you really want to create, you really love, and your heart. You have to be able to put all of your heart and passion into it. This image up here is the reminder to stay grounded. But it's also the reminder to believe in yourself. Truly, truly believe in yourself and bring it in. So there's some element of not believing in yourself, and there's some element of not being grounded in who you truly are, in your own co-creative, magnificence. So let's see, with other possibilities with this Page of Cups, it could be that a relationship that was new ended, and it's not going well. And it might be that it's just too taxing on you. This could be other people involved in the relationship, like a mother-in-law or the mother of the other person, and things aren't going well with her. There are many, possibilities with this combination here, because we do have the Mother card, and this is the Queen of Pentacles. So, yeah, that could be challenging. With the Empress reversed, I get the feeling that this one really is just about challenges in creating what it is that you really want. But it could be, disharmony with women in the family that really affect your creativity. So there is the theme here of creativity and women and the feminine. So if there's any type of dependency issues, like financial dependency issues, like I was saying in the beginning, if you've hitched your wagon to somebody else and things aren't working out, you're left with just yourself and your own resources and your own creativity and your own ability to give birth to a brand new reality for yourself. If we turn things right side up, because we can, let's go back. Let me back up a moment. When the Queen of Pentacles is reversed, let's go with, let me just play around for a moment with, because I think, we'll have some lessons in here. And let me use this deck here. I'm going to do this going backwards, So if we follow along with the idea that when reversals come up, one of the ways to work with them is to go to the card before it and see what the lesson is there that we haven't gotten through yet. So here I'm going to do that. So we've got the High Priestess there. Let me get to, let's see, the cups will come up first. So it will be before the Page of Cups, it'll be the Ten of Cups. And, actually, what am I doing? Helps if I look through the viewfinder once in a while. Okay, and then with the Queen of Pentacles, we need to go back to the Knight, which is, that's that guy that kind of plods along, step-by-step process. Okay, so with the theme here, if we were to go backwards, or maybe I should do it this way. Yeah. With the theme being the Queen of Pentacles, maybe the guidance is to go back and remember that everything is a step-by-step process. We all have the ability to create our own reality, but we have to work at it, on an almost daily basis. I mean, of course, you can take days off here and there, but at least your attitudes and thoughts and actions need to be geared towards what it is that you are wanting to create, and not necessarily, letting yourself get distracted. So with the Knight of Pentacles, in the best sense of the word, or the best sense of the meaning of the of the card, it has to do with hard work, and it has to do with persistence, and you do keep moving forward and progressing. So if you haven't progressed, you have to figure out why. Like, what's going on there? Why haven't you been moving forward? Where have you been blocked? If you want to get to here, and you're here, but you want to get to here, and you haven't been able to do that, you have to figure out what's in the way. And then find a creative outlet to change that. Because with the Page of Cups, of course, that brings us in. That brings us into, like I was saying before, that element of creating from your heart and following your sensitive heart and going towards what it is that you want. And then with the Ten of Cups, that's about fulfillment. And this is the happy family card, but it could also be a community. And it's the cups. All the cups are about relationships. Feelings and emotions, which are two different things. Emotions can bring in emotional reactions, and feelings can flow freely and be purified once the emotional reactions are cleared out. There is a little emotional reaction here that says something like, I'm never going to get what I want, or I can't get what I want from all these other people and I keep getting disappointed. And maybe I don't know how to go forward to get to this place where I'm truly, happy and stable and finding my own resources within. But the deal is that when you work hard on what it is that you want, and you work every day towards being, independent of other people, and, if you've got your happiness hitched to someone else, you're going to be disappointed over and over and over again. It's a futile, it's a vicious circle. So what needs to happen, of course, is to find out what brings you the most happiness. What is it that you would do? Well, here's another thing you can try on. What is it that you would do for free if you could? What would just make your heart sing? What would you do for free if you could? And then find a way to make that your living. Find a way to make it, to do something that you love so much that you're willing to work at it every single day. And of course you can take days off, but I'm saying, it's something you love to do. And then from there, you create, you give birth to your brand new reality. But I'm sorry, I should have done this. When when the Empress comes in reversed, we have to go back to the High Priestess. If we're using this method, I'm trying this on so that I can accommodate the most people and the most possibilities here. So going back to the High Priestess means to honor your intuition, to trust your higher self, trust the voice within, listen to your voice within, meditate, go inside and ask, what is it that I truly want to create? And how can that serve humanity as well as myself? That's always the question. And then to know that the next step along the way is creating the reality that you want. Now, if we were to use the, look at the reversals in a different way, then it's kind of what I was saying before. It's the inverted. If you look at the inverted energy, or the energy and consciousness is not, there's three ways you can do it. You can do it the way I just did it, where you look at the card prior to, in the, sequential order. And the second way, or another way, is to look at the energy and consciousness of the card as being inverted and not flowing, freely at all. And then the third way would be to look at the exact opposite meaning. So let's go with the second way and see. Okay, so with the Queen of Pentacles, straight up, she's independent, she's stable, she has her finances together, she pays her own bills, she thinks her own thought. I mean, she does her thing, and she loves doing her thing. She's also very grounded, connected, and resourceful. So when she's reversed, there's some dependency. There's some place where, like I said before, there's those times where you've hitched your wagon to somebody else and it turns out it's not going to work. So you're left, you have to come back to yourself to try and figure out what is the work, for me. And then with the Page of Cups, the same thing. It's not trusting your sensitive, spiritual, heart that wants to create something new. Not trusting even your imagination to help you. It's like it's kind of like giving up. It feels kind of heartbreaking to me, because it can feel like a broken dream. It can feel like you had these dreams. You had these dreams that you wanted to bring in, and it's not happening, or it hasn't happened. But that just means that it won't work the way that you were headed towards, and you just go back to like Plan B. You just start over and you try a new way to bring it through. Because this card is all about dreaming your own. It's a very sensitive card and a very spiritual card, like dreaming your own reality into being. But it has to be something that you really want to do. And your guides are all right there, with you, like guiding you. They're saying, try this. Try this. Yeah, just because that other thing didn't work, try this other way. Some other times the exact opposite meaning might be that there's just some insecurity, because straight up, this is a sensitive spiritual person who believes in themselves, and they know that they can create just about anything that they want. Well, when it's reversed, you can be just having a day of feeling kind of insecure. Maybe it's just this day that we feel a little insecure, and we don't know what we really want, and we don't really know how to get there. And if that's the case, then that's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't ever beat yourself up for not having a very productive day, because sometimes it's just a bad day, and that's it. There's nothing more than that. But again, in the insecurity department, same thing here. Sometimes because we have to remember that the Empress is like the gateway to receiving and conceiving. It's very feminine, it's very abundant, and it's all about nurturing and just nurturing the beauty that you are naturally, your natural beauty, and it's very connected to the earth and food, shelter, home, all of that. So sometimes, and it's also a card, this is the mother. This is the motherhood card. So, the abundance of caring and creativity is the way I like to look at the Empress. So when it's reversed, this could just be that there's a difficult day, and a day of maybe feeling insecure, not feeling very fertile. Or this may be, for some of you who are trying to get pregnant, this wouldn't be a day that it would work out so well, or that, that it could happen. So that's if it's, in the exact opposite. And then if it's the inverted, then the expression just isn't that full, So the Queen of Pentacles, which naturally is very, very resourceful and stable, and again, practical. Let's just bring them all up, right? And in that way, so you can feel into the energies, because they really do. To me, it all spells out resourceful, practical creativity that you can ground in. You follow your intuition and your dreams, and you use all the resources that you have. You start with what you have and do what you can do, basically. And she's got this down. Like she has a lot of tools, and she knows how to do that. And then this is the card of receiving it and nurturing it. These cards go together so well. Nurturing the creative project, nurturing whatever it is that you want to create, even if it's still just in dream form. You're waiting for all the inspiration and you don't exactly know yet what it is. And that may be what these cards reversed is all about. It may very well just be something as simple as you don't yet know what you really want. So you don't have something to grab a hold of yet because it's not tangible. And therefore, you won't be able to create it until you can figure out what that is that you want. But if this is a day while you're trying to figure it out, or even if it's a week or a month where you're trying to figure it out and get in touch to get deeply in tune with what it is that you really want, that's perfect, and it's beautiful, and it's part of the process. So, don't beat yourself up for not having it done, not having, already given birth to it, or even being pregnant with it. Don't beat yourself up for not having all the, the money and resources that you think that you should have. And just be gentle. This card's a very, very gentle card when it's straight up. In the spiritual realm, it's a card of gentleness and nurturing the dreams. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm trying to feel if there's another message. It's just very feminine. These cards together are very feminine, and they're all about receiving and grounding in. So just remember that with every breath you take, you can open up more and more to your spirit. Your spirit is vibrantly alive within every single cell of your body. And within that nucleus of the cell, you can, let me see if I can bring this up to where, see that image there? If I get the camera to focus, yeah. She didn't exactly get like the whole proton-electron thing going on, but I think that's what she meant to do. And the message is, I believe, it's the reminder that your guides and your guardian angels and your inspiring angels and your guides that help you create, because you have to remember, we each are creators deep down inside of us, and we're meant to ground it and bring our creativity down into the earth. And we can spiritualize our matter, the matter of our bodies, with every breath, if we're focused on the joy that we want to create and sharing ourselves with each other, and just doing as good as we can. Some days are easier than others. But to remember that within that nucleus of every cell in your body is your spirit. So it's enveloping from the inside out. Our job is just to clear away whatever's in the way, but not to try and become someone, because we already are who we truly are deep down inside of us. So we don't have to become something else that we, that's kind of crazy to think of. Trying to become someone that we're not. What we need to do is just clear away anything that's on top of the treasure that we are, and to release who we truly are. So I really feel like today, I think the message, the spiritual message, and the message for the day is also, I think it's one and the same in that believe in yourself. The challenge is to always believe in yourself, even when you don't know yet what it is that you want, but to allow yourself to be inspired, to ask your guides and your guardian angels to inspire you in the right direction. And it's, it's different for each one of us. We each have our own individual life plan that's inside of us. It goes back to that in the nucleus of every cell. And it kind of like, it's kind of like your ticket comes up, your the unfoldment starts happening, and you have your own perfect timing. Which, all the pentacles are tied to timing because they're ruled by the planet Saturn. So we're bound by this time-space continuum. But so believe in yourself. Know that you definitely have all the resources, and you can create whatever it is that you want, even if it takes time. If you haven't conceived it yet, of course, it takes time. But to be patient. Because straight up, she's very patient. And so is the Empress. It's naturally ruled by Venus, so that's in the realm of Taurus and Libra. And they're very beautiful, artistically inclined, relationship inclined, and it's about being. So getting in touch with your true being. Your inner being that leads you in the right direction at the right time. But you have to open up to that and just wait and allow. And then follow the inspiration when it comes. Definitely follow the inspiration when it comes and do everything you can to ground it. So write down the ideas, capture the information, get them grounded into your life. Read your notes, go over your list every day. And then sometimes it's about just relaxing and playing and giving yourself a day off, like the way the moms play with their kids. And that's okay too. In fact, that's excellent. It's necessary. So, okay, well, that's it. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll be back soon. Okay, take care.